Choose your agent.
They brought the other me along, huh? I'm not supposed to be the target of these weapons.
Now we wait.
Hello and welcome back, DCC community, with another Valorant esports competition. Today, we've got the grand finals against Florida Virtual State in the Eastern region. Today, we've got Fracture Map 1, and we've got the DCC starting round 1 on attackers. Folks, today, this is going to be a great match for the grand finals here. Playing it a little bit slow here on Fracture, split a little bit. We've got Lupin on the Vise, playing a little bit of a lurk. We've got Drago on the Tejo. We've got Zora on the Yoru. We've got Dash on the Breach. Can't forget about Hyperion on the Brimstone. We've got a little bit of an A main focus here. We've got the stun coming in. We've got loud footsteps here. Might back up because of the Breach stun, but Florida Virtual's very cautious about this A main hit here. And Lupin is all the way into B Arcade. And DCC is actually going to fall back and take advantage of this. But Cypher's still holding down B. DCC should be cautious over here.
All missiles away.
Using util to get rid of the trips. Lupin with the swing, and Beam is all clear, and the Shamrocks get the plant down. Here we go with a little bit of a retake for Florida Virtual. Can the Detroit Shamrocks hold this down for a post plant? We've got Zora here. A lot of action here, but we got Drago with 2, Drago with 3, and Hyperion and Zora clean up the rest of them. A great post plant hold from the Shamrocks, and they take round number 1 on pistol.
Now we wait.
Thank you everyone who's viewing the current stream right now, and don't worry, I'm going to be looking at the comments. Sushi, you got a brand new saxophone. That is absolutely fantastic. We would love to hear you play it sometime. But back to the match, we've got round 2. The Shamrocks playing a little bit of a split once again, or going B with the gun advantage here.
Smoke's down.
Got a little bit of a flank, but Drago falls and Dash falls. There's 3 on the dish flank from A. Zora gets 1, gets blinded in the meantime, but there's 2 there. Lupin and Zora fighting. Can they get it? Yes, they do. Lupin with 3 takes down Shinoa Haragi fan from the lurks, and we've got Hyperion over into the B site. And they find out where it raises, and they just take it all the way into A. Going from 2 men down, the Shamrocks come out on top. Absolutely fantastic play. And Zora with the 2-piece. Absolutely fantastic shots from both Lupin and Zora. As I've mentioned, Lupin is a freshman playing on the varsity squad with 2 seniors, Ian Lee and Nick Aldstadt. And 2 juniors, Eugene Kim and Ryan Moore. Scoreboard is looking very fantastic here. Lupin and Zora pushing out the big 0 deaths. Oh, as well as Hyperion Wondering if Florida Virtual can come out on top with the weapons they have, which are better, but we've got a little bit of a B main presence here for the Shamrocks.
Caution here.
Got
Caution here.
2 initiators and a controller trying to make this info happen while Zora coming into arcade.
Fake teleport.
Got the Tejo drone coming through.
Caution here.
We've got Lupin on the lurk. Don't forget about Lupin over on the A site. But we've got a lot of action going on here for the Shamrocks. Still playing it slow, waiting for some action to happen, or Florida making a mistake. But we've got
Spike down B.
Dash Falls, Hyperion Falls B main, and Florida has the bomb. Looks like they're all rotating there, as Lupin did have the flank, and then Zora falls. Drago knows he's in trouble as the entire Florida Virtual team
Delete.
is rotating towards the spike, but Lupin finds Silly Chicken
30
28.
seconds left.
Drago's gonna have to do a number here with this health advantage. He knows they're just holding the bomb. They've got 15 seconds. Looks like they're gonna try and just take as many guns down as they can, but a little bit of a whiff, and then Vix takes down 4 of the Shamrocks. Not so much a good round for the Shamrocks, but a great round for Vix, taking his KD to 5-2. Absolutely carried that round for Florida. And that's what we've seen before in the past matches. CC is undefeated against Florida, knock on wood, but they've always came back with a reverse sweep. Hopefully the Shamrocks can do this in a clean style fashion and just take this
competition.
2-0. Got the same little setup here. We've got 2 of the initiators and the controller together here. And we've got Zora and Lupin back to the other side.
Drone going out.
Got a little bit of some A main presence. Drago with the intel knowledge, and we've got more of an A stack push here. And I think Florida is aware of that. Oh, great pick from Lupin! Looks like the Shamrocks are going to be taking this. Gets blinded, gets stunned. Zora is a little bit stuck here with no TP out. And Dirty Bubble gets 2 of the drop players. And the guys are still holding A main. But Drago outstanding with only 6 bullets remaining in his magazine. Mason number on Now Lobster 27 is 47 HP. Oh, and gets another. It's a 2v2, and they know where both of them are. Sand and underneath. And he swings wide, and oh my goodness, Dirty Bubble! 2 fantastic shots. Able to take down the Shamrocks. That definitely plays a mental game on the Shamrocks. Absolutely crazy shots there. Also carried the round for Florida. It's only a 2-man army over here. Vix and Dirty Bubble trying to make their statement here. As the Shamrocks come up with a little bit of a save round here. Rebounding from that 2-round loss. A little bit more of a B presence here. They've got 3 arcade and 2 main. Can Dash put a number on these folks here in B main, but we've got the drone coming out from Drago. Great clear. Finds out that there's no one there, and he's going to use his rockets to get rid of some Cypher trips. And they clear all of heaven. And it looks like Florida's just playing a retake with all of the util that they have. Excuse me. And Zora is in a great position here if someone's going to be able to trade him, but there's really no one other than Dash, and he's holding 2 other angles because there's one on flank. Hyperion's trying to do his best here. Link Canteen as well, and main. This is a lot. There's a lot of Shamrocks in arcade. Who can fall first? Dash falls. Zora comes out with nothing.
Thorns down.
Looks like they got the Brim ult to be used. Hyperion gets one. Tail comes down. Lupin gets one. Lupin gets two. What a great round from the Shamrocks. Great post-plant utility from Drago and Hyperion.
No, then, Papa.
Putting a number,
You compromise your
showing how their post-plant is the best in the state. Excuse me, best in the Eastern region. Lupin coming down with two great sheriff shots. As we've mentioned before, in these clutch moments, Lupin is the best sheriff user in the country. He's gotta be. Such calm aim, lines up the shot, and takes down 2 4 virtual members. So, running it back once again, a little bit of more B main presence here. Dash using great util here. 3 away from his ult, but we do have your ult and Vi's ult ready to be used here, but Vi's is on another great flank. Zora getting ready to make a play here. Clears a little bit more of arcade with Drago. Drago has no more util to be used. Getting ready for a stun for Zora. Zora comes with the push. Clears most of sight here, but Lupin falls to flank. Sorry, folks, about the internet usage here. We're getting a little bit of some lag. But looks like Cypher Cam's still up. Dash is in a decent position, but the Florida members know where they are. Drago's going to have to do something massive here. And he does! He finds one! He finds two! Hyperion finds the third one. It's a 4v2 for the Shamrocks. 4v1! Absolutely fantastic round. Those two picks unsettling Florida's mental health, trying to regroup after all of that. And they absolutely fumble. Great job to the Shamrocks. Again, their post plant with utility is absolutely fantastic. Unbeatable, some might say. Going up 4-2, entering the 7th round here on the attack. This is where the Shamrocks have to make most of their number. Using great utility. Hyperion on a little bit of a flank here. No util being used, A main. This does bring up some suspicion for Hyperion as he's getting ready for a fight. But Lupin's also doing the same thing, dish on A. Zora is finding someone. He finds Vix. After the util usage from both Dirty Bubble and Shinoa Hiragi fan, they know there's 2 more on B site. Looks like Hyperion's getting ready to make a move on B. No. Leaves Spike still and goes on a lurk as they're just trying to get some more information here to see what the best play is. But Zora gets in a little bit of some trouble, and see now Lobster 25 takes him down. Is Drago going to capitalize on this? No, he's not. He's going to play it safe. Now it's a 4v4, and Florida does have a great gun to use, but oh my goodness! Drago gets the little bit of a flank, and they know he's stuck. Are they going to take the fight to Drago? No, Drago's going to take the fight to them. He's on a great lurk, and the bomb's going to get planted on A. Here's the swing. And he finds one. Is he able to find another? There's 2, and they both swing. They know where both Florida members are. Util usage comes out. Playing it safe here. Waiting for the contact to swing off one another. One sand, one CT. You're going to swing now. Lupin finds one. Drops his Vandal and in a desperate attempt, Lupin finds the final kill on Silly Chicken 28.
Now we wait.
After coming off a great 3-round win streak, this is the round that matters most here. Florida with a full loadout utility against a full loadout of utility from the Shamrocks. They only have 3 ults to dispose of, and Florida's got 4, but there's a lot arcade! A big number. 3 of them. And Zora unable to find one and get out. Lupin's a little bit stuck, unsure of what to do. Trying not to get trapped. They know there's 3 Florida members, but... Oh, and Hyperion finds Silly Chicken 28. They know A site's all clear now. They're going to get bombed down.
Prepare for hellfire.
Looks like Brim ult's going to be used. Waste of an ult, they might say. Because bomb still does get planted, but there's 2 Dish. Dash is a little bit stuck here. Is he able to find one and get out? Or maybe even 2 to take his life. The breach ult comes through. Blinds tries to use some util to get out here. And gets 1! 2v1. Hyperion on the swing. Oh no, but Dash! Great shots from Dash! Plays it so very well to let his team know and communicate that he's in trouble. And he finds the help that he needs. Absolute fantastic round from the Shamrocks. Puts another number on Florida Virtual, and we're going into round 9. Very comfortable, 6-2. 4 of the Shamrocks are going positive here. A great round from Dash. Pulls him to 3 and 5. And he's got Breach Ult ready to be used. Great util. Another B-sided hit here. Florida using 2 of their ults, getting no utility from that. Honestly, the Shamrocks are using their utility a lot better. And Raze is stunned, and they're getting out of there. She's dead. Hyperion takes down Vix, and they know there's one heaven. Is Zora on the flank? No, but Hyperion finds Silly Chicken 28. And Bomb gets down. It's a 5v3. Their canteen. Drago finds... Oh my goodness. Stuns him. Dash. Unable to find the last one. Zora cleans it up. Great round from the Shamrocks.
It's the least we can do.
Now we wait.
Another big round here for Florida. Full loadout usage here. And a full loadout from the Shamrocks with 4 ults being able to be ready at their dispose of. We've got Yoru and Vise together here at B Arcade. And we've got the rest of the members over B main. But they know there's a little bit of a jump spot happening. And I think they're just going to leave sight to the Shamrocks and play a great post plant. But we'll see here in a few seconds as Zora is leaking forward. This is great info. One does fall. Hyperion does fall to Silly Chicken. Silly Chicken finds 2. And Zora is a little bit stuck, but he's got great positioning here. Oh, and he gets spotted by Vix.
Stand your ground.
But Lupin does pop ult here.
Cutting through.
And they know where both of them are.
Blinding prep. Flashing.
Zora trying to put a number here.
Last player standing.
Gets 1, but unable to find another. And Lupin falls to Senile Lobster 25. A great post-plant usage from Florida. They knew that was going to be happening. They played off, and they used their util for post-plant.
Come on! Get me in the line of fire.
Now we wait.
Bringing the score to 7-3. 2 more rounds until the first half is swapped. There looks like the Shamrocks are changing it up a little bit, creating some more presence over on the A side, but keeping the presence B main. Zora Trying to make a number here.
Guy.
Oh, a fast push here. A lot of util being used. Are they able to find any picks? No, they do not. A lot of util being used. But nothing falls through. Looks like they're playing a little bit slow.
Decoy.
Looks like Cypher was able to get off of site, and the Shamrocks do have site for free. They have 2 ults to their dispose.
Spike planted.
Looks like they're going to play another post plant here. 45 seconds. Oh, and it's a fast post plant. Retake from Florida. Hyperion falls, but Lupin finds Shinoa Hiragi fan. Zora stunned, trying to find something.
All missiles away.
And looks like Dash is struggling, but finds Vix. Unable to get anything else. Drago finds one. Finds another, and it's halved.
Munition.
Oh, and Florida sticks it, and he's not stunned, and Drago falls. Great post-play usage from Drago, but the team falls way too quickly
Spend your money now.
for him to do anything else of his util.
I need a drop.
Very close first half here. This is the round that the Shamrocks need to come out on top. 4 rounds.
Gracias.
They'll be in a better position, I should say. Florida, 4 of their members going negative, not looking too good on the mental side of things. The Shamrocks looking very strong.
Beacon down.
They could do something massive here. This would be great. Looks like it's close, but how does Zora fall and Lupin falls somehow? And now it's a 5v3.
Last player
And
standing.
then Drago falls to Dirty Button. The whole round is just over after the first few picks. After playing a default the entire time, they go for a fast hit, and it does not fall into the Shamrock's hands. We've got a little bit of a side swap here. Shamrocks moving on to the defensive side here. They only need 6 more rounds to put this game to a close. And this pistol round is where it matters most. We've got Lupin on B with the Vise setup going. And we've got a strong, heavy A presence. Zora with the jiggle here for some information. Doesn't look like there's a lot going on A. And it seems like there's a lot going on B main here. Is Lupin able to hold down the fort here?
Enemy spotted B.
There's a lot of steps B main here. A little bit of an early stun from Dash, but sounds like they're falling back, and Zora's trying to find someone off guard, but dies to the rotation. And Dash is already low somehow, probably shooting through smoke. And Drago's going to be holding the dish, but they might go back B. Playing it really slow here, and it looks like they do. A lot of util usage going down on B. Planting.
Spike planted.
Spike goes down. Got a little bit of util usage here. A lot of util going down, but there's 2 arcade, and they're both low arcade. The Shamrocks are going to have to do something over here, but nothing falls through arcade. And there's one main. Is Drago able to do it? No, Vix. Vix takes him down after he drops 2.
We doing this or what?
Shamrocks are crumbling apart a little bit. They can't let this get to their mind. They've just got to keep the gas going. Drago going 18 and 10. Absolute fantastic game from him so far. We'd love to see more. The rest of the team also has to jump on his back and help out. The same A setup here, but there's a lot. And Lupin falls, trying to do a hero play. But we've got a lot of action here. Are the Shamrocks able to get a pick and get out? This bomb is getting ready to go down, and they're doing a fast retake, it looks like.
Spike
We
planted.
love to see it. Here we go. They come out, but Vix is main. The Phantom drops, and Hyperion gets 3. Oh my goodness, Hyperion! Absolute fantastic round from the Shamrocks coming down, dropping the Phantom.
Thrifty.
Any cheaper, it'd be just me and a bottle of
Vix!
scotch.
Unable to make anything happen, and Hyperion having a beautiful shot, playing mind games with Senile Lobster 25. An absolute great turnaround for the Shamrocks here, winning the force of Florida Virtual. They are now in a tough position, very broke here. A great round, a very well needed round to turn this match into something else. Looks like they're playing very cautious here. But great information, A main here from Zora. Lupin still holding down the 4A. Nothing yet. Looks like they have some action here on A, and they're planting already from the dish. Oh, and Zora finds one. Unable to find another. And looks like Florida has 2 guns able to be used. And Dash is having a quick retake here all by himself. Excuse me, not along with Drago. Looks like they're all playing main.
Last player
And
standing.
everyone is falling. Not looking good. And a Thrifty comes down from Florida. Another turnaround.
Never.
Something that the Shamrocks haven't expected. Even though they had 4 on the A side. That's just poor positioning from the Shamrocks, and the Florida just taking advantage of all of this space that the Shamrocks are leaving open here. That's how they won and turned that round upside down so quickly. They had 2 A main, 2 Shamrocks A main, 1 Shamrock rope area. Unable to turn anything, but Zora goes for a quick pick. Still has his TP, does get out, but 17 HP does not look good. And Lupin finds one! And gets out. Oh, unable to find another one. And Senile Lobster gets 3! But Hyperion's on the flank with the Vandal. This could be absolutely crucial here. Finds one, finds 2! Pops his ult!
I got enemies. B.
Trying to find another pick here with Dash. And Hyperion hits the quick rotate. Dash holding it down a little bit longer. Sounds like there's a lot of action here, and they're both on A. And Senile Lobster has 4. Is he able to get the ace?
Spike planted.
Dash has to be able to clutch this round up for the Shamrocks. This is a very important round. Florida does not want to mess up here and do anything stupid. Senile Lobster 25. Brimstone does have ult.
Concussing.
Has a tap. And does a complete turnaround, and Silly Chicken 28 takes down Dash. Crazy play.
I feel no empathy for them.
But Florida comes out on top. It is 8-8. The Shamrocks are going on a 4-spy right now. Senile Lobster 25 still has ult here. This has gotta be a must-win round for the Shamrocks. Not only to pull the lead, but to take advantage of the loadout. And Drago immediately falls. This is not looking good.
Blinding.
Blinds himself. Lupin trying to find his own.
Blind is dead.
But he does get out, but swings for some reason to Vix. And it's a 3v5. The Shamrocks are falling apart here.
Spike planted.
Zora does take out the drone. And he finds one, but Dash falls in the meantime.
Last player standing.
And Hyperion, 1v3 to win it. There's one, and he knows where both of them are, but falls to Shinoa Hiragi fan.
Ability, dedication, time.
Not looking so good as the Shamrocks are also down another round now. With a save coming through. This is scary, but their mental has to be strong. It's been a long time since they've played together as a team. And they've got to come out on top here. They have to take advantage of this first map. They've got to have some trick up their sleeve. And looks like it's a full share of float out here for the Shamrocks. Drago, 18 and 14. Needs to do something here to pull the Shamrocks back together. Doesn't find much there, but Dash just swings and falls to Vix. Hyperion is getting ready for this A take here as they start to get bombed down.
Smoke's down.
And Hyperion, absolute amazing game sense there.
Molly.
Spike
But
planted.
Drago falls to Vix. It's a 3v4 now. And Hyperion finds Dirty Bubble in the smoke. And Vix shoots down in the molly.
Last player
Vix
standing.
finds 4. But Lupin finds Vix with the great sheriff he does. He's got 2. And falls. But Tejo does use his ults.
Remember to talk to each other out there. If we communicate, we win.
Timeout coming in from Hyperion just to take another minute breather for the Shamrocks. Looking very scary, but now that they've got their loadout back in hand, they need something to happen here. They've got 3 ults to use. Florida's about to have 3 ults to use. Actually, the Shamrocks are about to have all 5. This match is going to be very intense in the next few rounds. Going on to round 19, Shamrocks down 2. Trying to make a statement here in the grand finals for the Eastern region. Already knocked out Florida as they came back from the lower bracket finals. Folks, it really does come down to these last few rounds here. Really puts a number on the mentality of these folks, but they're taking it a quick A main space here, making sure it's all cleared.
Locating targets.
Uses some intel, finds out that there's no one there. They had a cam flank and destroys all of Cypher's util. Looks like they're going to be taking B here. Hyperion trying to get some damage down. Sorry, folks, about the network problem. Experiencing a little bit of some delay, but Zora comes out with the first pick on Silly Chicken 28. Looks like this is going to be a great retake here with Tejo ult. Here it goes. We've got the rockets coming in arcade. Drago holding this great space here. Headings one finds the kill. There is one main. Vix is main. Vix about to fall to Yoru. No! Vix finds. Oh no!
Remaining. Last player
And it's a
standing.
1v1! And Dash got off the bomb. And Dirty Bubble clutches it up. An absolute must-round win for the Shamrocks. Had every advantage there, and still came up short. Shamrocks are beating themselves over that one. But they can't focus too much in the past. They gotta focus now. They still have a chance. They're only down 3. They need 4 to push it to OT. Another fast main take here. Trying to hold down a lot of space. Looks like they're coming out. Zora falls back, but Dash swings and dies. And it's a 4v5 here for the Shamrocks, with 3 ults still at their disposal. Drago holding down Dish. A little bit of a risky cover here, but looks like the Shamrocks are going to rotate after Hyperion calls out. A little bit of a rotate here. Drago falls to Vix. Hyperion picks him off. Great trade coming in. Clears Arcade. It sounds like they're rotating back. Zora, only at 34 HP, trying to hold the flank. Finds one Arcade.
Here.
Looks like it is going to be an A
30
hit.
seconds
A
left.
hit though, excuse me.
Spike planted.
Bomb goes down. The Shamrocks are ready for a retake. 3v4. They know Cypher's going to be late Dish. Any smokes coming down? No. A little bit risky for the Shamrocks. It's a fast retake here.
Last player
And
standing.
there seems to be 3A main. And it's almost a flawless for the Florida team.
Match point.
Need equipment.
No more doubt.
We're ready.
Cutting through.
Getting ready to go into the 21st round here. A lot of action over here. And 2 of the Shamrocks are already picked off. 3v5
I'll handle this.
to try and keep the game alive here. Florida is taking no chances
Spike planted.
using Cypher ult.
Deep. I'm back.
Blinds 2 of them, but Zora gets none. Drago finds 1. Drago finds 2. Can he keep it alive for the team?
Live munition.
Stuns him. Finds Vix.
Last player
Drago
standing.
dies. Can Dash clutch this up? But no, gets wall banged from Senile Lobster 25, and there's map number 1, folks. Little bit of a fair scoreboard over here, folks. Folks, we will be right back with map number 2.
Choose your agent.
I built literally everything on this battlefield. Yeah, even the things that might kill us. What? You want me to say sorry? Reloading.
And folks, we are back at it. Game number 2 on Icebox. The Shamrocks starting on the attack-sided team. Back after an unfortunate loss to Florida. The Shamrocks start off strong.
Scanning ahead.
Here with a little bit of some A presence. And Drago finds Vic's mid. Oh my goodness, a flick shot onto the dizzy there from the get-go. Ultimately ends up getting traded. But it looks like
I can't use that.
the Shamrocks are pushing on to A here.
Careful here. Careful here. Careful here.
Lots of danger pings here from the Shamrocks. They're gonna try and take control here somehow. Finds Shinoa Haragi fan. One heaven, one back sight. Gets the trade.
remaining.
Last one, unknown.
A.
Lupin, a little bit of a whiff here.
Revealing
Falls
area.
back, and Dash is going to start the plant here.
There they are. Spike planted.
We've mentioned Lupin's sheriff skills here.
Last player standing.
This is going to be needed. And yes, he does come in clutch! The Sheriff one-shot to Dirty Bubble. Absolute fantastic shots from the Shamrocks. A little bit of a scary round, but they come out on top. Round number 1 goes to the CC Shamrocks. Starting on attack once again, even though the Fracture game came a little bit unexpected, Florida Virtual
Ready.
actually comes out with a little bit more practice, as the Shamrocks have imagined. Last time they played Fracture, Florida Virtual was 13-0'd. But Hyperion comes out with a great 2 picks. Absolutely fantastic, but Zora, a little bit of an entry here. Absolutely fantastic in the information, but oh my goodness!
One enemy remaining.
Drago trying to get these eco frags here. Put his name up on the board. Oh! Drago gets right clicked by Silly Chicken 28. Seems like it's gonna be hard for Silly Chicken to get the gun. And Dash, wow, great shot. And the Shamrocks take it 2-0. This is where they can't slow down here, folks. They've got to keep the pressure up, keep doing what they're doing. Shamrocks are known to have a snowball effect here as soon as they win round 3. A little bit tough considering the loadout for Florida is a little bit stronger than theirs. But there's a few rifles here for the CC Shamrocks. Another A-sided push here
Scanning ahead.
coming in for the Shamrocks. Looks like Hyperion finds another! A great push overall with Zora. And Hyperion finds 2! Finds 3!
Got 3.
One enemy remaining.
See now, Lobster is the last one on site.
There.
Unknown of where he is, but Hyperion finds the 4th! Oh my goodness! I missed all 4 of his kills, and they were all fantastic.
We have a good thing going. Keep it up.
Another great round for the Shamrocks, puts them a little bit ahead. As I mentioned, the gas pedal cannot be let go of. Seems like Florida Virtual's a little bit of a struggling situation in their financial or econ here. Shamrocks looking to put more force down on A than planned. Drago, a little bit of a lurky turkey here.
Wave crashing.
Poison orb emitting.
Seeing what they're doing over on B.
Poison's off.
They know there's one mid. Drago's lurking a little bit. They aren't really peeking much. Nobody's holding flank anymore. There's a lot of action going on A. Seems like they might retreat. Hyperion's going to be holding flank here. A little bit dangerous. But it seems like the Shamrocks are going to be taking control of most of B. As long as Drago doesn't fall here. And he does. He falls to Vix.
I dropped the
Carrying
spike.
spike. Shield going out. Plant.
It seems like Vix gets into the bubble of Hyperion. Vix finds 3!
Shot down.
An absolute save round here, but Lupin finds 1. Lupin finds 2. Vix has 4.
I cannot use that.
Vix finds all 5 of the Shamrocks. Unplanned to the Shamrocks
They're nothing but flies.
of the lurk of Vix. Drago should have been aware of it. There should have been a trade. And the Shamrocks know where they messed up there. The Shamrocks also know they need to just put the pressure on A. That was their game plan all along,
Careful
and it
here.
will fall to them.
Wave crashing. Revealing area. Careful here. Deploying drone.
The hunt begins.
Flooding them.
Blocking sight.
A little bit of an A push here. Zora finds it. Drago finds 3.
Watch time.
Drago unable to find the 3rd. Lupin falls 2. A little bit dangerous here. But Zora's going to be playing it safe.
Careful here.
Waiting for some kind of play here.
Careful here.
And Hyperion finds the last.
Everyone makes fun of German efficiency. Ha ha. Just keep laughing as you use all my gear.
Another great round for the CC Shamrocks.
Careful here.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
Careful here. Carrying spike. Revealing area. Flooding.
Oh, and Vix! Vix with the op. Takes down Zora here on A. Little bit of a man advantage here that is definitely needed for him.
Hi, after hunter.
The Sova ult comes through. Drago falls to Vix with the op,
Spike
but
plant.
plants it safe. Hyperion in a great spot here. Hyperion unable to find anyone. A little bit of a dangerous situation here.
Player standing.
Dash 1v3. And unable to connect any shots there for the Shamrocks.
Killjoy is too smart for her own. Anyone have funds to spare?
Anyone have fun to spare?
Going into the 7th round of the match here.
Can I get this?
Shamrock's trying to make another A push here.
Time out.
Seems like they can't get past Vix with the op, but looks like the wall stops. The dart has to come in,
Scanning ahead.
and it does.
You are powerless.
Target A.
But Hyperion finds Dirty Bubble.
Don't come into my world.
Oh, my ult's ready.
Shield going out. Shot down.
Plant the spike.
Drop one. Reloading.
Plant the spike.
Careful here. Spike planted. Ultimate red flooding them.
Seems like Senile Lobster picks off Hyperion.
One enemy.
Lupin on the
remaining.
flank, finds another. Zora at 30 HP, trying to find another one. But Lupin takes Senile Lobster down.
Clearly, this is for the best.
If any of you die, I lose a bet with Brimstone. So don't
Read the
embarrass me
drop.
like that, please.
Thanks. Let us hunt.
Placing
Flooding them.
sentry.
Take flight.
Careful here. Bye. Let's turn the tide.
Bomb comes down for the Shamrocks here.
Scanning ahead.
Placing swarm grenade.
You should run.
KJ Utility comes down for Florida Virtual.
Enemy spot A.
Zora in a little bit of a pickle here. Hyperion's going to have to do something. But Senile Lobster takes him down.
Thrifty.
And Florida Virtual comes out on top. Lupin with 3.
Stress is
Unable
hard.
to
Great.
take anything else out.
Also, delete my hard drive.
Try not to get shot, okay?
Can someone
Spot me.
wave crashing? Revealing area.
Oh, and Vix takes down Lupin with the op there.
Water rising.
Operator's taking a toll for most of the Shamrocks here.
Poison orb emitting.
Looks like Drago's on the flank here. On a great flank here, but
Spike
Vix
down A.
finds Hyperion and Zora falls. Dash finds one. Unable to find another. And they know that Drago's on a flank. Finds Silly Chicken 28.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Wastes Gecko ult here, but Vix takes him down with the operator.
You can trust my bots. They only malfunctioned that one time, and Honestly, she won't miss that finger.
Turret out.
Can someone spot me?
Don't overthink it. That's my job.
What's this?
Poison orb emitting.
Drago with a little bit of a lurk, and the Shamrock's going for a B hit here. And they recognize that
Down B.
there's 3 on B. Seems like the Florida Virtual team is taking into account in the Shamrock's mindset here. Zora trying to take an aggressive peek here. Trying to find a pick. Lupin gets some tags over on the KO.
Reloading.
But this is getting pretty scary for the Shamrocks here. Zora gets legged by the operator. And Dirty Bubble finds Lupin. This is not looking too good for the Shamrocks.
30 seconds left. Ten seconds left.
Scanning ahead.
The Shamrocks save their weapons for the final, or for the next round.
I can't.
Find the leverage and wedge it open.
Placing sentry.
Deploying drone. Revealing area.
Shield going out.
Spike planted.
Last player standing. Last round before the switch.
It's our last chance to attack. Fire the shot. Stay in the moment.
Final round of the half here. Shamrocks are going to take some action over here on A main. Hopefully not get picked off by the op that's being used by Vix, but trying to take some action here with 2 ults that they have ready in store.
Revealing area.
Initiated.
Turret out.
Water rising.
Area is clear.
Shot done. Wave crashing.
Placing swarm grenade.
Am the hunter.
Placing alarm bomb.
Spike planted. Ultimate ready. Just turn the die. Fire.
Zora unable to connect any shots.
Last player
Kills are coming
standing.
through, and Looks like Vix is on top. Florida Virtual going 7-5 into the new half. Shamrocks now on defense.
Welcome to my world.
Switching sides.
Sort out your gear quick. Time's more precious than a bullet.
Placing sentry.
Careful here. Careful here. Aram se. Flooding them.
Zora gets the dink off onto Vix, and they realize that this is more of an A push for the Florida Virtual team. Shamrocks do retreat a little bit, waiting for the next move of Florida. Getting ready for this retake. Lupin is over on the B site here. Waiting to hear some action, but Drago's got fence over here.
Scanning ahead.
Dart comes through for Shamrocks. Seems like KO's over on the B side here. And there's a little bit of action going on here on A. Dash gets low a little
30
bit.
seconds left.
Zora falls. Senile Lobster picks off Dash, and it's a 3v5 already.
Spike planted.
Vix finds Hyperion.
Last player
Senile
standing.
Lobster finds 3 in the round.
Flawless.
4 in the round. And it's an absolute flawless from Florida Virtual.
Take them out before they even pull the trigger.
Placing sentry. Quick peeks now.
A little bit of a force buy here from the Shamrocks. Misses his first shot, but Zora getting ready to re-swing here. Hyperion does find Vix, though! That is a great first blood for the Shamrocks. And Zora re-swings, and Dirty Bubble finds him. Hyperion ready for the next move of the Florida Virtual team. Getting ready with the Sheriff here. 3v4. And the plant does come down.
Spike planted.
Shamrocks are finding themselves in a 3v4 situation retake here with little to no util. Hyperion does find the mid,
One
and Lupin
enemy
does find
remaining.
another. Are they able to hold this off?
Player standing. Clutch.
And Silly Chicken finds him through the smoke. Really unlucky timing there.
Their tech is only as good as their skill. And then we have some beat.
Time out.
Let's fly.
Careful here.
Down 4.
Scanning ahead.
Looks like the Shamrocks are going for a little bit of a fast take here. Zora getting some good information here, letting the Shamrocks know that they aren't in A main presence territory yet. Ready for a fight B. Looks like Viper Wall comes up.
Spike planted.
Bomb does get down for Florida. And Zora's here to hold the mid flank.
Found them.
And it's a little bit of a fast take here. Drago just getting tagged, but Vix picks him off.
Last player standing.
Dash unable to get anything else. Vix finds 4. The Shamrocks are going down 5,
Who are we to
taking a timeout now.
Placing sentry.
And we're back after the timeout, folks, and we've got the Shamrocks trying to play a little bit of a strategic play here. And looks like all of them fall. Drago does find one, trying to play his life, but no. And it's a 2v4.
Water rise. Shot that.
Spike planted.
Reloading. Target B.
This retake's going to be a little bit risky here, but the ult does come down from
Player standing.
Hyperion, and nothing else falls through.
Race it to the spike sites.
Turret out.
Going down 6 rounds.
Jet, fly safe.
Placing swarm grenade.
Going into the 17th round here. Shamrock's trying to make a statement here,
Area.
showing why it matters most. Got some intel over onto A.
Here.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Drago whiffs a little bit, and Dash gets caught in the ult.
Recalling my
Falls down, but Hyperion finds him.
Spike
Bomb goes down, but the trade goes, or bomb is dropped. Shamrocks just have to hold now for a little bit longer.
One enemy
Hyperion finds
remaining.
another.
Turret out.
Careful here.
And he finds Shinoa Haragi fan. That's 4 from your current IGL for the Shamrocks, Hyperion.
We were better than that.
Trying to put this game back into play for the Shamrocks.
Thanks.
Placing sentry. Time for a field test.
Looks like there's a little bit of noise here on B. Zora ready to take a fight, but doesn't find anything on Vix, but Hyperion gets his own trade.
I can't use that.
Zora a little bit stuck, finds one.
Spike down B.
Able to get out though. Not able to
Welcome
get
to
out of
my
detain.
world.
They know 2 are done. Or, excuse me, 2 are detained. The ult comes through. The Viper Pit does go down. And Dash falls to Silly Chicken.
One enemy.
Lupin gets Vix. And it's up to Lupin and Zora to win this round. And Zora finds the last one.
That sucks.
A great hold for the Shamrocks. Able to fight their way through that one.
Anyone have funds to
So
spare?
many questions.
Thank you. Placing sentry.
Placing swarm grenade.
Alarm bot out. Track them down. Here.
Zora back over on B.
Standing ahead.
Seems like they hear some people mid.
Careful here.
Waiting for some kind of action here. Lupin ready for any kind of surprise play here.
Target's
Looks like there
destroyed.
is one mid, and the turret does get destroyed. A little bit of a slow round here, but Dash gets into some sort of trouble here.
Enemy spotted. Alarm bot
Toxin
down.
screen down.
30 seconds left.
But looks like the action is going to be over here on B, and Bomb does get down. And the ult is getting ready to be put in play here by a Hyperion.
Let's turn the tide. Wave crashing.
And Drago does get the lurk.
Blocking fire.
Drago gets 2! And Zora swings through, gets 2! And Hyperion gets the last one.
Oh, no, you don't deserve.
A great retake round for the Shamrocks.
Win. Show me where to go.
No charges.
Turret out.
And the timeout is starting for Florida Virtual. Shamrocks putting on a number on these guys, and they're getting a little bit worried. Can this be the retake, or excuse me, the reverse sweep the Shamrocks have been needing?
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Careful here.
Back from the timeout here. A little bit of action here on A, and Drago does find Shinoa Hiragi fan, unable to find Vix. Dash is stuck back sight again.
Spike planted.
And it seems like they're playing a little bit more of a retake. A lot of smokes comes down for the Shamrocks. And the orb comes through.
Careful here. Careful here.
And this is the round that matters.
Last player.
And nothing falls through for the Shamrocks. Florida playing a great post-plant util usage there.
Match point.
Remember, nobody's a hero when they're crying. There.
Placing sentry.
Might feel like the Shamrocks are going to have to pull out another string of 4 rounds here, but they should probably take advantage. Maybe drop some money for an op. An operator was very crucial for the Florida team there. But here we go, round number 21. This is where it matters. Dash playing a little ratty. Drago falls immediately. Dash had a retreat, and it's a 4v5.
Spike planted.
Hyperion able to find one.
Flooding them. Walls up.
Looks like Zora's trying to put a number on these guys. Zora does.
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing. Clutch.
And Lupin does stick it for the win. A great clutch for the CC Shamrocks. Pushing it on to round 21. Even though they won, they are a little bit broke on their economy.
Turret out.
Seems like they're going to have to make the most of it here. But if they do win this round,
Placing swarm grenade.
Florida's going to be in some sort of trouble here
Placing swarm grenade.
Don't overthink it.
in their economy. But here we've got Zora trying to hold it down on A with the knives. Seems like it's going to be a quick one here. Waiting for the knife. And Hyperion finds Vix. A great first pick.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
And a lot of util going down for... A lot of util going down for Florida, excuse me, but nothing falls through. They are holding the Gecko ult. And Zora's got a great hold here. Drago holding down the lurk and the rotate. There's some footsteps going on B. And they know they're close, and Zora falls, and they know there's 3 here. And the bomb is going to be down.
Spike planted.
Don't get in my way.
Jump down.
And Lupin falls to Dirty Bubble, and it's a 3v4 retake.
Last
2v4,
player standing.
1v4. Drago trying to clutch it up for the Shamrocks. Can anything happen? Unfortunately, no.
Attackers win.
And the Shamrocks fall to the Florida Virtual.